Okay, hello ladies and gentlemen. We finally got to the DLC and we're gonna go ahead and play it.
Caution. Unexpected turbulence may cause loose containers to topple from the upper shelves. If you are crushed to death, I'll need to find a new coffin.
Oh, let's get started. To Ambrose Manor. I heard this DLC was okay. Not the best.
Welcome to Ambrose Manor. We were not expecting company. Please follow. Do not stray from the path.
Okay then. Does not bode well, honestly. Oh my god.
This unit is under construction. Thank you for your patience.
Okay. I'll take everything. Daily routine, sweet tranquility, garden for Miss Olivia, oil fish, blah, but they hired me as a groundkeeper as opposed to a ground. Well, Mr. Harvey dropped his key card in the pond. Okay. It's just a diary. And I'm at the right level for this too. Let's put the gun away. So without sneaking, I deal 1,000 less damage. Jeez. Whoa. Saltuna Pond? Oh. It's fake. Not even real water. Okay. Stop getting stuck on things. Okay, let's go. Ambrose Manor. Okay. 150 hack? Jesus. Okay. Food service bot. Can someone turn on the lights, please? Really dark. Okay.
Dear Wilhelmina, I hope this letter finds you well. No, it's too stilted. It sounds like I'm writing to request a loan. Dearest Wilhelmina, I regret to tell you... Law, no, that's worse. When have I ever called her dearest? She's my daughter. This should be easy. How can a mother not know how to talk to her own daughter? My love, I can no longer... For your safety, I must... Oh, hell. Even if she despises me for what I had to do, I should still be able to say goodbye. Minnie, I have to leave, and I don't intend to come back. I love you. I'm so sorry.
Apparently not. Only for a drink, miss. So who the devil are you?
Alex Hawthorne, dashing space captain, smuggler, and free spirit.
You certainly paint a picture, and I'm certainly intrigued. Do you see that glowing chunk of space rock? That's Gorgon. My birthright, my burden, and the bane of my existence. I hate to drink alone, and this is my third. So join me in raising a glass. To Gorgon.
To Gorgon!
To Gorgon. May cosmic winds shepherd her to the nearest star. I'm Wilhelmina Ambrose, but you can keep it short and call me Minnie. Now, what brings you to my house, gorgeous? I take it you didn't come all this way for the beverages, the starry skies, or the pleasant company.
Just seeing the sights, roaming the colony, you know how it is.
Are you an honest-to-law vagabond? We don't see a lot of your type around here. We don't see a lot of anyone, in fact. No neighbors means no visitors. I'd give you the grand tour, but as you can see, the place is in shambles.
Okay. I think it looked nice, actually. Lots of character.
Maybe you don't see the dust. Maybe you don't smell the stench of failure. But it's there, believe me.
I take it you moved in recently? Yeah?
In a manner of speaking, this is my family estate, but I've been living abroad, waiting for the previous tenant to expire. You're very inquisitive. Not that I mind. Out with it, then. You came here for a reason, and I'm dying to hear it.
Someone mailed me 5 digits and a palm, body not included. Also some forearm.
How exciting! You make it sound like something out of a crime drama. She gave him her hand in murder. Or arm, in this case.
This arm came with a portable phonograph that mentioned you by name.
Really? Huh. Now this severed limb, did it have dark hair? Rugged knuckles? Chewed fingernails? A gunslinger's calluses?
I didn't look at it that closely.
The next time someone mails you a severed limb, you really ought to pay better attention. I can only think of one man daring enough to jettison his extremities on my behalf. Lucky Montoya is my personal freelancer. Fascinating man, very brooding and theatrical, always staring into space and twirling a bullet over his knuckles. But if something happened to him... Oh dear. I suppose that makes him my former freelancer now?
And why was his arm on my ship?
I sent Lucky on a dangerous mission to the Gorgon asteroid. Whoever found his remains must have wanted to inform the next of kin. What a time for his luck to run out. We were in the middle of something grand, and I really can't afford another setback.
Let me guess, you need someone to finish whatever Lucky started.
Excellent deduction. I can tell I found the right woman for the job. How would you like to be my new freelancer? There's been a recent vacancy, and I think you're well suited to the job. I'm looking for someone rough around the edges. A gorgeous, dashing scoundrel type. Incidentally, someone good with their hands.
Gorgeous.
I like my employees well-groomed. Appearances are everything in high society.
Are you looking for a hired gun or a runaway model?
I'm looking for both. Remember, I'm rich enough that I can afford to be choosy. And I choose you, dear Captain. Allow me to lay out the facts, and you can decide for yourself if you want to be my chief investigator. My mother, Dr. Olivia Ambrose, worked for Spacer's Choice at the Gorgon Research Facility. She was brilliant, the top scientist in her field, until tragedy struck.
Say Spacer's Choice, oh dear. Not surprised, Spacer's Choice is one big accident waiting to happen.
I wish I could say otherwise. One day, Spacer's Choice shut down all research and evacuated Gorgon. Everyone had to scramble or risk getting left behind. It was chaos. Employees fled for their lives. Mother never made it home. I'm told she wasn't the only casualty that fateful day. Mother's name has since been dragged through the mud. Spacer's Choice blames her for the collapse of Project Gorgon, and I just know they're lying.
What did they say?
Everything you can imagine and more. Dereliction of duty, circulating anti-corporate memos, taking longer than average coffee breaks. The list goes on. Mother would not have allowed Project Gorgon to fail. Something happened on that asteroid, and my family took the fall for it.
What do you think happened?
I don't know, and Spacer's Choice won't say. They don't discuss anything that tarnishes their brand. Gorgon has a dark history. The project fell apart. Personnel were shuffled across the system. With Mother gone, now I'm all that's left.
So Gorgon's just an empty wasteland now.
Not empty. The corporate presence may have withdrawn, but smugglers have made a tiny little nest for themselves, along with law knows who else. The asteroid may look like a glittering jewel, but I assure you the resemblance ends there. Gorgon is poisonous to the core. One might even say cursed.
Tell me about your mother.
I admired Mother, but we weren't close. She disapproved of everything about me, really. I couldn't measure up to her example. She didn't make time for us. I remember thinking that she never wanted a child, and never forgave me for being one, naive and irresponsible as I was.
Yikes. What does she want? A fully grown assistant?
I don't know what would have made Mother happy. After a while, I stopped trying to find out.
Sounds like she's pretty consumed by her work.
It was difficult on us, but not so difficult for her. Mother and Gorgon were made for each other. I had the misfortune to be stuck in the middle. I need your help, Captain. Project Gorgon killed Mother and disgraced the Ambrose name, and no one has been held accountable. Spacer's Choice buried the past like a dirty secret.
Are you interested in justice, revenge, or both?
Neither. It's vindication I want. Whatever happened on Gorgon wasn't Mother's fault. I simply need the evidence to prove it. We're going to drag the truth, kicking and screaming, into the light. Even if it means bringing ruin and humiliation to Spacer's Choice. All the evidence I need should be in Mother's journal. You can find it in her office on Gorgon, in the heart of the old research facility.
I have some questions first.
I'm not surprised. Between the family drama and the corporate conspiracy, it must feel like you've stepped on a landmine. Speak freely, Captain.
What good is your mother's journal to you now?
I suspect it will prove that corporate greed and incompetence were to blame for the calamity at Gorgon, and not Mother. Mother was a brilliant woman. Difficult, cold, unreachable even, but brilliant.
Could Spacer's Choice have taken the journal?
Spacer's Choice evacuated in a hurry, leaving a fortune's worth of equipment in their wake. Mother's journal would have escaped their notice. This is my last hope of redeeming the Ambrose name. I don't like my chances, but I have to try. And I need help. Your help.
Why do you wait before starting the investigation?
I didn't want to go anywhere near Gorgon. Once I exhausted all my options, the search led me back here. I even had Mother declared legally dead. Would you believe it took 5 years to process the paperwork?
They never found her body, did they?
Mother's body is still on Gorgon. No body means no death certificate, which means no inheritance. I killed Mother, just on paper, of course, so I could claim my inheritance. We wouldn't be standing here if I didn't have access to the family fortune. I once assumed the mansion and the money would be enough to redeem the Ambrose name. But even in Byzantium, prestige must be earned, and it can so easily be lost.
Why didn't it work?
Turns out I wasn't giving society enough credit. The smear campaign against Mother was the work of cowards. I'm vindicating the family name for her, for the colony, and for my future.
What do you stand to gain?
Everything that Mother lost. This colony is in trouble. The lunatics at Spacer's Choice are running the asylum, and we need better people to wield their influence. After Gorgon, I quickly discovered that the Ambrose name was cursed, for lack of a better term. I had no place among the decision makers. No seat at the table. That is why I'm clearing the record and vindicating the Ambrose line. For Mother, for me, and for the generations who will one day inherit Halcyon.
Do you think your plan would work?
I know it will.
How did this investigation get Lucky killed?
You know as much as I do, I'm afraid. Spacer's Choice abandoned Gorgon, but the asteroid is far from unoccupied. Between the marauders, the wildlife, and whatever escaped the labs, danger abounds.
Hold on. What escaped the labs?
Toward the end of the project, I heard Mother grumble about some test subjects running amok outside of their enclosure. I wish I could tell you more. Just watch yourself. If you aren't careful, you stand to lose more than an arm. I believe that covers it all. Are you ready to get started? We mustn't allow the trail to get cold.
Danger and corporate intrigue? Sounds like my kind of job.
I admire your enthusiasm. This manor has echoed with my ennui, and I can feel you breathing new life into the walls. When you reach Gorgon, pack a weapon you trust. The corporate lockdown hasn't stopped the wilderness from squirming in through the cracks.
What can I expect?
I've never understood why, but Gorgon is teeming with marauders. They almost seem drawn to sorrow and misfortune. Then there's the test subjects, those who survived anyway. Ravenous creatures left behind like so much salvage.
What do you tell Lucky about this job?
I told him everything I've told you. Just the facts. Maybe a couple of harmless embellishments. Why?
Just trying to calculate the odds of the gig getting me killed.
It's sure to be 100% with that attitude. Still, you're smart to ask. Lucky spent most of our time together spinning a pistol around his index finger. Not sure he'll listen to any of my advice. But you won't let me down, will you, Captain?
I'll try not to, since my life is on the line.
That's the spirit. There's a little saloon near Gorgon's landing pad, the Sprat Shack. Lucky was renting a room, so if you want to follow his trail, that would be the place to start. Just so we understand each other, money is no object. I'm willing to squander the family fortune if you get me what I want. Between your payment and any salvage you happen across, you'll walk away from this rich enough to buy a mansion of your own. How does that sound?
What's the catch? There's always a catch.
The catch? No one's ever done this before, and the only person who tried is a corpse. Believe me, that's enough. Here's your nav key, Captain. Safe travels.
Gorgon, here I come.
A word of advice before you go, Captain. Trust no one.
I mean...
Mother's office is in the heart of the Gorgon facility. You're free to salvage anything that isn't nailed down. I only want what's mine. How do you do?
Oh my. This house has seen better days.
Regrettable, I know. We used to have a staff to maintain the grounds. Not just auto mechanicals either. Real people doing real work.
Couldn't you hire new staff?
It's hard to find good help. And I'm not quick to trust anyone who'd work for me. Present company excluded. I can worry about upkeep once my family name is restored. Until then, this manor is a base of operations.
What's with the Moon Man statue in the foyer?
Hideous, isn't it? I've been meaning to have that thing removed. Maybe jettisoned into the sun. Spacer's Choice agreed to double Mother's research budget if she subjected her family to product placement. I swear those eyes follow me wherever I go.
Do you visit the rock garden much?
Not as much as I used to. Who has time to slow their thoughts and bask in tranquility? I prefer staring out the window of my drawing room, brooding on matters outside of my control.
Explain the fake fish in the fake pond.
Father loved his salt tuna. He was an avid fisherman, you know. but that was long ago. When they moved here from Byzantium, Mother told me he was heartbroken to learn there was no sport. So she bought him a pond for his sad, lonely amusement. Very well. If there's anything else, you have my attention.
Tell me about that note you left in your bedroom.
Someone's been snooping around. Not that I mind. It reminds me why I hired you in the first place. For your keen eyes and scandalous disregard for privacy. When I left home, I wanted Mother and Father to know the conditions of my return. I would stroll through the entrance with my head held high, or not at all. I left this place with every intention of returning once the time was right.
So the house was empty when you returned?
Yes. That wasn't part of the plan. Fall of Gorgon accelerated my schedule. I thought I would find success in Byzantium. Instead, I must look for redemption back where I began. Here, in these vacant halls.
Did you enjoy Byzantium?
When I arrived, I was the toast of the town. All fought for the honor of lighting my cigarettes. The attention was sublime. I opened a small firm to help young, impressionable heirs manage their family wealth. Business was good. For a while.
What happened?
Gorgon happened. With Mother's downfall, so too fell my influence in society. I sold the business at a loss. Then I hatched a plan to restore the family name. That plan, as you're now well aware, is still in motion.
All right, thanks.
You reminded me of better times. I should be thanking you.
About the job.
Ask anything you like, Captain. It's nice to have a competent partner for a change.
Is there anything you're not telling me?
I've told you everything I know. I trust you to investigate Gorgon and draw your own conclusions. If you can think of anything specific, all you have to do is ask.
All right.
Of course, my dear Captain. I look forward to it.
I have questions about your family.
The Ambrose family comes from old Earth money. We were pioneers, inventors, and chimerists. Always at the top of our field, never lagging behind. If there's anything else you'd like to know, speak on.
Your mother left an unfinished goodbye recording in the master bedroom.
A goodbye recording? I don't understand.
She must have known she was in danger.
But I think you're right. Mother left that phonograph because she knew something awful might happen to her. She knew Spacer's Choice wanted her silence.
Could she be trying to warn you?
It's possible. But in the end, she never found the words. We have to find that journal, Captain. And when we do, Spacer's Choice will rue the day they crossed my family.
You come from talented heritage. What interests you?
If Mother and I shared anything, it was our love of chemistry. Chemistry is a desire to understand matter, the very foundation of our existence. What Ambrose could ignore such a tempting lure? Yes?
Cool.
Be seeing
seeing
you,
you.
Captain.
Bye-bye. Goodbye. I'll wait until I get a perk point. I should have just teleported. Oh, wait. Oh, I can't teleport.
Bringing canned responses.
Can I help you? Good lord, all that talking almost killed me.
Welcome back, Cap. I'll be. We are now in orbit above Gorgon.
To sleep. I'm eating when I do that, by the way, because I have a drink and a food pocketed into the slots. So whenever I breathe, I'm actually eating. Breathing right now. Ow. My leg. Doctor order. Grows in power. Wielders. Dialogue skills. Huh. Da. How big is this place? Oh my god. It's you.
Hey, You!
Oops.
What do you think you're doing? You ought to make yourself scarce now.
Plasma coin. Huh? I have that. Yeah, I'll try not to kill everybody.
You looking for supply, stranger? Let's stock up here. If you run low on bullets out in Gorgon's far reaches, there ain't no one round here liable to help you out. Let me know if you're looking for something particular.
So this is Gorgon.
You mean you came out to this asteroid without knowing nothing about it? Me too. Heard it was wild here and couldn't resist. Trouble is, if you wander off to somewhere you oughtn't be, like way out in Gorgon's farthest reaches, odds are slimmer of your bits finding their way to my pockets. If you want my advice, stick close to the Sprat Shack, unless you fancy having your limbs torn off and eaten.
Thanks, I can handle myself. Give him your best unimpressed look.
You okay? Does your stomach hurt or something? Look, I ain't stopping you from wandering elsewhere. But if you do, be sure you watch out for the Marauders. That's the #1 thing. And the Mance, I guess. You watch out for Marauders, Mance, and Charles from accounting, and you'll probably be fine.
Who's Charles?
Only the meanest Marauder on Gorgon, and also anywhere else. That man is crazier than a bag of canids and twice as likely to bite. He will bust your head open like an overripe mock apple if he so much as sees you. I ain't joking. He'll snap you in half like stale bread noodles.
You're making me hungry.
Sorry. Been a minute since I last ate. Charles from accounting is like... Imagine if you took 3 of the most howling mad Marauders you could find and mashed them together. That's Charles.
0 times 3 is still 0.
You ain't listening to me, huh? Well, I warned you. If you run off and get exploded to death by a madman with a rocket launcher now, that's on you.
Wait, go back to the part about the rocket launcher?
Sure, okay. He's got a rocket launcher.
How did he get a rocket launcher?
Couldn't say. He kills anyone who gets close enough to ask. Look, long story short, you do not fuck with Chuck. Best to avoid the Marauder camp entirely. That's my 2 bits on the matter.
So about that Charles.
Yeah?
Where do you say he was again?
The Marauder camp way out to the east. That's what I heard, at least. And I sure hope you're asking so you can keep a safe distance away.
I take it that evacuation alarm isn't.
Huh? Oh, you don't gotta worry about that. It's got something to do with that scrapped Spacer's Choice project from way back. Damn alarm's been hollering at us for 5 years if it's been a day. You know, I don't dream anymore. It's all, please evacuate in an orderly fashion.
I'm surprised that Spacer's Choice built something that lasted so long.
I think that alarm's gonna bang on for all time. Ain't nothing doing that control terminal in. I know, cause even Von Hoffman couldn't bash it in. And I seen that tough son of a gun throw man clean across the Sprat Shack one time like he were a toss ball.
What can you tell me about Project Gorgon?
Only that Spacer's Choice shut it down in a big hurry. From what I heard, some of their folks got left behind even. Don't seem like the project ended well.
Okay, what do you got for sale?
Found a pickaxe in the mine like none I've ever seen before. Could be awful useful if you're the violent type.
Okay. Got so many mods. What do you have? Handy deconstruction. Interesting. Wait, what? There you go. Fine now.
Don't mess with me!
Okay. Well. And it begins. Oh. I don't like that when you kill a vendor, you don't get their stock. How did he see me anyways? Lame. Well, I'm sure he doesn't have a quest related to him.
Now scram.
Oh man. Can't take these? Annoying.
I'm gonna make this quick and use small words. The Sprat Shack is a sublight bar, and you're no friend of sublights. Get out.
Okay. And what if I don't?
Then we have a problem. But you didn't come all this way to give me problems.
Did you? You aren't getting past this point, and I ain't moving.
Okay. Moving on.
What the?
Are you my agent on the ground?
Sorry?
I've been
What was
sent to
that?
meet a certain someone.
Oh, have mercy!
Okay.
Don't hurt me! No, just calm down! Allah! I don't want to die!
I guess my reputation from the main game precedes me. Dude, stop blocking me or I will shoot you.
What do you think you're doing?
Oh my fucking god, I am killing you.
Done playing games.
Don't hurt me!
Dead fucker!
Oh, have mercy! Don't hurt me! No, please! I don't want to kill him!
No! Give me the right cover! Don't kill me!
Anyone else? Cards. I do whatever I want, wherever I want. Didn't see anyone stop me.
Heard something.
I'll buy some water tablets.
What was that?
Now just calm down.
Don't hurt me!
Oh no! I don't want to die! I don't want to die!
I'll tell you that. Okay. I guess I killed someone that wasn't part.
Jerome would
Oh.
have loved this place. You don't look like one of the salvagers, no? Don't really seem like the type. You've got the look of someone who's traveled far to get here and whose journey is far from over.
What makes you say that?
Confidence. The scavengers around here, they're faking it. You're the real deal. I don't know if you're bound for the old ruins, but in case you are, can you look into something? I'd do it myself, but of course, the marauders would eat me alive.
Depends.
Looking for something out there. Been paying Sublight to help me, but they haven't made much progress.
Cut to the chase. What are you looking for?
My husband, Jerome, died on Gorgon. I need you to get me his old hip flask. I gave it to him the day we signed our marriage contract, and he carried it wherever he went. I know it's still here.
Sure.
I appreciate it, stranger. I don't expect you to move the stars. Just keep an eye out and think of me from time to time. I don't have much, but if you help me, there's a little set aside for the occasion. Jerome used to drink with his buddies in a small kitchen opposite the maintenance shed. Might be a good place to check first.
Can I ask you something? How your time been on here?
The lab coats kept quiet about the project, but the air was charged with excitement. You could feel it wherever you went. They wanted to change the world. A tenfold boost to worker productivity with no side effects? Who wouldn't salivate at the thought? I don't know what went wrong, but when the shit hit the fan, it sprayed everyone in its path, including me.
Okay. Bye. Bar patron, patron.
That last drink you ordered.
Man, if I take that, they're gonna get so angry. It's gonna be really annoying. But then I'll fail that quest. Because I'm gonna have to kill them. Oh, fuck it.
I think I heard something.
Hey, what do you think you're doing? Get him!
Okay. Could not care less about your quest, lady.
No, I'm sorry.
Our patron.
What's the story with this place anyhow?
Used to be a shipping warehouse. Supplies came in.
What have you got there?
Or bar patron.
Adrena time, I think. Crate.
Someone's in here. Oh, lol. It's coming back up again.
Where's the passcode? Why can't I just hack it or something? Okay. The hell? Get out! Not your room.
What
Can't
was that?
sleep in here. The hell? God. Oh, wow. Okay. Cool.
This is so stupid. Georgie, asshole, what are you doing? Hey, you got those drinks? Don't tell me it's glacial age again.
When did you become this picky? Beer's beer. Hey, what are we celebrating anyway?
1 year on assignment. Only 10,000 more to go.
No shit. And that makes it 1 year trapped in this goddamn closet.
1 year getting chewed out by Olivia Ambrose for doing our jobs.
1 year drinking stolen beer.
And 1 year as partners. In crime. Partners in crime.
Hey, you okay? Your face is all red. Let me get you some water. Hold on.
Partners, Georgie? Are you out of your mind? Get it together!
This unit is currently in wait cycle. Please return later. Error. Tilt alarm engaged. Entering emergency reconciliation mode. This unit will now engage Calamity Protocol. This unit is currently in wait cycle. Please return later. Have a better than natural day.
Okay. 1000 HP. I can easily kill that. I mean, a shot from me is 4K, so, you know. That's 2 shots to kill. I like that everything is sort of sectioned off. Makes it easy to like discover things. This is where they're drinking their beer. Huh. How do I get in? Looks like I need to go around.